headed to Mr. Jim's to have a look at what he's up to, and then we're gonna put this quarter panel onto the Continental just loosely and see how we're doing with the repairs. And if it all looks good, we'll bring it back and finish tapping on it. And then the next time it goes on, it should be for good. So this is the first fit with all the major repairs welded in. I haven't done the piece behind the back window yet, but I'm not too worried about that one really. That should go pretty well, and we'll see how much surgery Jim has to do in that area as well. It's been a while since we've been able to hang out at Jim's and see what he's doing. I think he's got a Volkswagen project that we should probably look at. I don't know if you guys have seen Jim's oval window bug, and so that's a fun little unit that he's had. Oh, I don't know. He's had it for many years, but he's trying to get it actually plated this year, so that'll be fun. So let's see how that's going as well. See what's happening at the Jim estate. There's the man.
Hey man, I don't know.
How's it going? Hey man?
Yeah. Oh, it's going really good.
What's this?
Oh, it's that 56 Beetle that I had forever. Never did anything with.
Oh, I see there's a to-do list.
Oh,
that's the first thing you gotta do is make the list.
Yeah, and it's mostly coat storage.
Oh, yeah. Exhaust, heater cables, rear seat, carpet, brakes, bleed brakes, lights, fuel. That's not even a huge 5-year list.
No. It's got most of the tricky parts done.
You've already crossed sweet fender skirts off the list.
Yeah, right.
That's
skirts.
Cool.
New white walls.
Yeah, white walls are key.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, no, it was a full load Beetle. So the story with it is that the guy that bought it originally, because it's European spec car,
right.
and so it shouldn't have ended up in Canada, but Volkswagen had what they called their tourist delivery program.
Right.
So if you're a tourist in Germany, you could go to the dealership, buy a car, drive it around Germany, and they'd ship that car back to Canada to you. And so yeah. So
you think it was one of those?
Yeah, supposedly that's
cool.
the story that I got with it. And I got most of the history, like when I got it, it had 67 plates on it.
Oh,
and so
wow.
yeah, so this German guy out by Barhead, he bought it, drove it around till 66, so a 10-year-old car, gave it to his daughter as a grad gift, and she drove it and didn't check the oil and ran out of oil and cooked the engine. So then they pulled the engine, and he intended to get it rebuilt or whatever. And I guess he was down and out in a poker game in 1972, and then so he put up this Volkswagen against, I think it was like $50 or something, and lost. And so this other guy got the Volkswagen, and it ended up, he didn't give a shit about it. He was just kind of choked that he had to deal with this piece of shit.
Take it instead of $50.
Yeah, this farmer guy. So he took it and just parked it in the ditch, and so it's that cockeyed from 72 till probably like the early 2000s.
Okay.
And so the rag top obviously rotted off, and so half of the car was pretty mint and the other half was really poor.
Right.
And by really mint, I mean just not completely gone.
Yeah, half of it was.
So yeah, the driver's side.
It looks pretty consistent. This is the low side?
This was the low side, yeah, and this was the high side.
Oh, you're right, the high side's pretty good.
Yeah, so the high side's still like the quarter's still original. Right. I didn't have to replace the heater channel.
No, really?
Yeah, right? So
it's got to be the only one of those still existing.
Thanks to the high side, yeah.
Yeah.
The floors had rotted away, creating drainage, so it was just like a straight-through system. Yeah, back when I was living with my parents, I had this car tucked in between the house and the fence in residential.
Okay.
When he bought it, he must have been fairly well off, because this is probably one of the most optioned Beetles I saw.
Yeah,
so it's got
even the visor.
And so nothing's really factory, it's all dealer accessories, but they're all dealer accessories from Germany.
Right.
So that's
that wouldn't only fit a Volkswagen.
Yeah, so that's Volkswagen only
that's
visor. Cool. It's got radio.
Nail scratch guards.
Yeah, it's got the scratch guards, the growl guards on the back.
Oh, I didn't even notice those.
Yeah, those are accessory.
What a cool thing.
And then it's got, you see inside there, a cigar lighter. So you can light that, and then you take it and you pass it to your passengers. And yeah, very ingenious. Then radio, which is a Becker.
Oh, it has a Becker.
Yeah, Becker in it.
That's cool. Oh, I think you showed me that, and the radio itself is under the hood.
Yeah, it's got like a head unit and a thing there. A trim guard for the hood.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then as for the European stuff, it's got like not sealed beam, but bulb reflector headlights with the fluted lenses. It doesn't have the towel bars on the bumper. It just has the
just a straight bumper, man.
the bumper with where are they? Oh, here, the stubby overriders.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, because all they did was when they imported them, they had to meet bumper height of American cars, so they just put that crummy little bar.
Oh, that's what the
over
bar
there.
was for. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just to match up for that. And then no turn signals, because an oval would have turn signals here, bullet ones.
Yeah.
But it's got semaphores.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, so those are cool. A little light in there, and
Those Europe only?
yeah, that was European only, and I think they were until '63 or something in Europe. Like.
Oh, okay, I did not know that.
And then being in rural Alberta, people probably said, "Well, what the hell are those?" So somebody had drilled in.
Oh, and you got one
you can see
repaired already.
Yeah, they did the old million drill holes in a chisel trick.
Sure.
In lieu of a hole saw. But yeah, so I fixed one, and it's already the patina's come right back after 15 years of
yeah, it's been sitting around here for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good glass, ready.
Yeah, no, I did the glass, and so what I've done that heater channel. I did, redid the front seats. I found an engine that was it was made the same month as the car, so
that's fantastic.
Yeah,
what a nice car. Well, I'd be excited. I've never driven one of these early ones. What's the horsepower on these early ones?
Well, it's 36 horse.
36,
so it's pretty meager. But,
but
it's fun. It scoots you along. Yeah, it's supposed 65k is what it's supposed to be, kind of.
65 miles, or?
Hey, 65 mile an hour. Yeah.
And that was the thing, wasn't that the story with these? Put it on the floor, and that was the cruising speed, wide open.
Yeah, no, the carburetor is the size of a Venturi's the size of a dime, so it's
no kidding.
self-governed. It can't really get away from
itself. Can't go any
itself.
faster, yeah.
But made for the Autobahn. So it's got the hood with the stop there, and so this one is also, you can see they all have a bias
they all got a bit of
the
a,
driver's
sure,
side.
that's
So
very...
somebody gives her one of these, and then it tweaks it.
It's...
Then the early tank, because there's no fuel gauge, so then it's just got a reserve lever at your feet. Here, I think this is the fuel gauge here somebody made for it. It's quite a nice piece.
Still working well.
Yeah.
That's a safety pass. Yeah.
Then there's the hood guard for the front.
Oh yeah.
Got a factory jack for it here that lives up there.
And the infamous tiny taillights on the back.
Oh, there's a couple tinier. The split windows had really small ones. 55s had really nice ones. Called heart ones, and these are snowflakes because it looks like a snowflake.
Oh yeah.
And these are actually the because it had the bigger American ones on it when I got it, so I tracked these down.
Okay.
But there are two variants. Like Hella made all of the stuff for Volkswagens, but there was also like a second that was kind of like filled in for them, and so these are Hassias. And so I got a matching set of Hassias, and the reflector pattern is a little different. So it's just kind of a cooler thing to have. Yeah.
Is the motor in it now? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Running, right? She's ready to. Was driving around. So.
Okay. Yeah, they all look largely the same to me.
Yeah, carb in the middle, and I had to change the wires. I thought that would be really cool back in my younger years, and it's kind of obnoxious. Those red wires, I guess you're colorblind.
Yeah, they're not as obnoxious to me.
Oh, okay. I just think I look a bit of a.
And this thing's all 6 volt.
Yeah, 6 volt, and so the engine actually it was rebuilt. I rebuilt the transmission, so mechanically it's pretty A1, and I had just left the body kind of as is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's unhit.
Oh yeah.
And it's
slightly unhit.
Yeah, it's mostly unhit.
Slightly tweaked
and it's it's original, so you never have to apologize for original.
Yeah. Shooting incidents.
Oh yeah, you gotta have some bullet holes or it's not.
Yeah, there's a real bugger one right along the drip rail for if a guy when I eventually restore it.
There is one in there. Wow, whoever got that one in there.
Yeah. When I got the car, all the glass was in it, so it was just either a really good shot or a poor shot.
Didn't you say you were starting to clean it up?
Yeah, on the hood and the other driver's side fender.
Yeah, you can see it comes back to life a bit.
Clean and sheen, I guess, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun.
So no, it's.
I can't wait to see it driving around.
Long overdue.
Yeah, you've kind of gotten distracted by the Fords, haven't you?
Yeah. So.
And the motorcycles.
But it'll just be a great bookend to having the Continental, a rather lavish 1956.
Oh, that's right. They're the same year.
A rather low-end 56, yeah.
So you still need to get inspection, right?
Yeah, so it needs to get...
And you've done the seats since I saw it last.
Yeah. So the seats
Nicely
been,
done, buddy. From scratch?
Yeah, I just bought fabric.
Shit,
so
looks great.
Janky, but they're way better than what was in there before. So.
Oh, it looks really good.
And I've got material to do the back seat now, and
Okay, yeah.
do something with the failing headliner and just make it less gross inside.
Is there a headliner?
Well, what's left of it in the back.
Oh, I see a
But
little
it should
bit.
have a nice full kind of like cloth, nice.
Oh, okay, it's a little tatty there, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a little bit
tiny.
field spec, yeah. Great. Let's have a look at the Continental.
Yeah.
Putting stuff together.
I did a big clean in here and kind of. And I finally figured out what the super ledge is.
Okay.
It's nothing. It's extremely underwhelming.
Oh no.
But nothing that I'll end up redo. So the quarter is shaped like this and goes up, and then
Okay.
the roof is spot welded to that, and then the ledge just is spot welded to the bottom of the quarter. So there's no way, like, we couldn't have taken it apart without like taking the roof off.
Right, okay.
So yeah, because I was like, what the heck? This is just spotted to the bottom of this, and this has a
Oh, we were
shelf
wondering.
that goes
Okay,
up.
I didn't know how that went. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are spot welds?
Yeah, so those are spot welds.
Oh, all right. And we're content that that's all usable, and there's a trim that goes over that anyway?
Yeah, there's a trim
Okay,
that lives
so
there.
I'm not going to panic about that.
No.
And so Super Ledge is coming along very well. Though.
Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna. I had to fix a hole in his subsequent friend there.
Yeah, yeah.
Because and you can see exactly the failure mode here was air conditioning, humidity, and no paint on anything.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this stuff here is.
Isn't it
good.
funny how the air has just decimated?
And then
this
even
part
where
of
like the
car.
paint sort of got blasted from
Yeah.
the open. Yeah. It's,
Even a little bit of paint.
yeah, a
no
little
rust,
bit of paint stops it, but
Yeah.
no, just that humidity and
Yeah. Okay.
So I left all this so far just so that the quarter can be.
Yeah, we'll throw that up there, and
Datum
when
up.
we're close, all that's left is from here to here
Nice.
of the original. So
of the original.
yeah, on the quarter, because I replaced all this, and we can see why now.
Yeah.
That's dust, and I replaced from here down as well, and we can see why
Yeah.
because of this. So that would have been all full of mud and with no paint on it. Oh, and the back window,
Yeah.
more air conditioning mayhem.
Aircon woes.
Oh yeah.
So it just it's
I
kind of
see.
rusted up. So
So you're doing that guy,
yeah.
okay? And I was going to build mine to here.
Oh,
So
okay.
that-
Well, this can be trimmed or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we build.
So
too
you were
much,
gonna
whatever.
go do this way, or that's in
Uh,
situ? Because I guess your piece is cut there.
Look at the
bend,
air
yeah.
conditioning. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And then like on the
So,
bottom, it's
Handy
good. So
tip
yeah.
for Mark II prospective Mark II buyers. Check that area. Don't check
get
it 3 years after you bought it and
get
go,
your
oh,
head up there."
jeez.
Yeah, right. Oh man, I just thought.
But you know, it could be worse. Look at all this; it's not rusty.
Yeah, right.
You know, we're doing
Tasty
okay.
collision work.
I
this
think,
is fun.
I think you
Otherwise
do.
There'd be nothing to do.
That's right. You don't want to be stuck with nothing to
Yeah, right.
do. I won't even look in the other room. Okay. Well, I've got the fender in
Okay,
the
yeah, you
truck.
can size
Let's
it
grab
up here.
that and throw it on there, and just see where we're at. Oh, that wire was holding it. It's got it up.
Okay. Oh wow, look at this. But the front side looks as good as the back.
Well, I wanted to fit it up, and then I'll take it back and spend some time hammering it, but I wanted to get close. Don't scratch it. Okay. There, now just lean it against the car. None of this was welded last time we were here. I don't think I had the tail piece on either, so.
Yeah, no.
Alright, I don't remember how we did it.
I'll have to open the door
I'll have to
here.
open the door, I'll hold it.
Okay. I think it's just kind of, take
Just
the
kinda
wire
shoves
off.
in there.
Or, that wire. Put it in.
I just gotta bend the flange out of the way.
Okay. Holy jeez. Unreal. Fucking weld it on.
Go, it's a go.
Yeah.
There.
Dirty up some white paint and away we go. Oh man.
There we go. There. Wow. There. That was the sound I was
Budget
making.
will balance itself. Look at that.
Okay. How about a
Base grip. Or,
yeah. And you know, because this is kinked, I'm
Yeah.
not going to try and line it up to the bent part of the car.
No, no.
We're going to line it up over here where the car's not bent.
Here are your selections, sir.
I think. Oh, I grabbed the only one that's fucked. Thank you.
Go.
Oh, fuck, it's already good. Eh? It's not even that much, man.
Ardrossan.
That fits okay.
Holy shit.
Oh, looks like a car again.
Oh, unreal.
So, we've got... Okay, the door's not closed or anything, so there's no point in getting two keys sticking up. Or the quarter's down, right?
Yeah, the quarter's just down.
Oh, so the quarter's got to go something like this.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
But, oh, I don't even have the brace in there, right?
Yeah,
I'll have all
right.
that out, so that'll
Yeah.
actually
Oh yeah,
end up
without
here.
the brace, that
That
would
ends
pull
up
that
over
thing.
here somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So as a matter of fact then, I can bend this piece back,
Oh yeah.
pull that up, and I'll just use this to hold it back in place. So maybe we won't.
It is rather fluid here.
Yeah, that's a developing situation. There we go. Anyway.
Oh man, yeah. That's,
Okay.
yeah, now that might look a little more.
A little
RS.
closer anyway. Okay.
Yeah, if you just kind of
Oh,
pull
you just
up
rotate
on
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
the rotation.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's
Good, good. That's exciting.
yeah,
And
right?
yeah, I was a little worried about how that would look, and it looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, for being mostly
Holy.
made out of shit, that's looking really good now. Really, to get it any further than that, we might as well start tacking it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take it back, and I'll hammer it until there's still a little bit of this I'd like to get. That's looking good there now.
Did I lose them again? Oh no, no, I remember.
What did you find?
I didn't know where those back stainless pieces were. I knew
good,
I
good.
had them,
Oh, okay.
but I didn't know where they were.
Which one's which? Let's see that one. Yeah, because this... Well, look at that, eh? That makes me happy. So it looks like I'll have to... I made that a little too round, so we'll square that up. Because it might as well match that exactly.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's all just quickly thrown in there.
Yeah.
And so we'll be right about like that.
Yeah.
That looks really nice. Now you got more hours fixing the moldings than I do. So
Yeah, but at least
Have
it's just
fun.
4 moldings on them.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That one you got pretty good access
And
to.
none of them are near eye level. So
Yeah.
Wow,
This
looks like
all
a car again.
pretty decent here. It all fits really quite well. Yeah, like at this point to go any further, we might as well be screwing it on and welding it on.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it at that for now.
I'll have to get a photo of this to show the guys at work. Wow. You can take credit that you officially are responsible for the nicest part of the car.
Well, like we said when we started, it would have been, no matter how badly I did it, it was going to be better than it was. So now it's worth hammering it out and getting, so I will go probably from here
Yeah.
to here.
Yeah, yeah. Do you
I'll
want to
just-
make a template of how it tapers or anything? Or I guess you go out straight pretty much. I mean, trim.
I'm only going to make it whatever this is plus 1.5 inches.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll leave
Yeah,
this
yeah.
all very loosey-goosey.
Perfect. Yeah, because it's all under.
Oh, right, because I've got, there. Oh, so the original panel is,
Oh, it's
so
intact.
it goes to here, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, that's a trim hole
whatever I make
Okay,
should go
well-
another 3/4 inch then.
Oh, yeah, yeah. If you're
If
going
I'm
up
making
here,
this,
yeah.
I might as well go to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, yeah. And with a return or whatever. The body's 5/8.
That returns here.
And it's 3/8 of land.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Oh, that's looking nice, eh?
Yeah. So.
Fussy bullshit, eh?
Yeah,
oh
under the window rubber, so it's not gonna...
Yeah, it's all under the rubber. Right?
Yeah, so it's all pretty fun.
Yeah.
Good to get
It's funny, because if you put this much Bondo on a car, everybody would call you an absolute butcher. But when the factory did it and it's lead, it's a hand-built masterpiece.
Yeah, masterpiece.
Yeah. That looks really good. I'm really happy that we got that far. It's just nice to see.
Well, the car's
when the whole car is sanded, we're gonna have we're gonna start feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, no, it's...
I think.
And got a steering wheel coming for it.
Did you find one?
Yeah,
Shit.
On the
How did you
Continental, the community that we have.
Yeah.
Owners,
you know. And the Continental people.
Yeah, me and the Continental, amongst our discussions of Pebble Beach and all that. But somebody, I guess, they were like clearing out an estate. It was just this lady that posted, and she had a steering wheel. That's from a 56 Lincoln car.
Oh, it's from a Premier.
Should be a 3. That's actually kind of
it's a nice
fairly
wheel.
Nice looking wheel.
That's actually a great hot rod wheel.
Yeah, right. So that's a big thing. But no, it should be a 3-spoked thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's really good news.
So I was able to make a deal on that, and so.
No kidding. I never thought you'd even come close to.
That's what I didn't, because they don't read.
Yeah, you didn't. I don't even think you were even really looking because it's such a rare piece. Why even look? Yeah. I've got the other pieces. There's like 3 more pieces that go in here.
Yeah.
But that'll all have to,
Oh yeah. That's
when we get serious, then it's.
Yeah.
But the next time I come over, it's going on.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Next time it comes over, that's it.
That's it. It's going on. So you let me know. I'll just go back and hang it back up and twang on it for a little while.
And then if I start building inner stuff, if I just kind of have it made, and then when we go to put this on, just kind of do it as.
Yeah, or just leave. You can see I've left the very final returns very loose, and we just hammer them into place as we go.
Well, that's coming together,
Well, this is the worst of it. That's why we started with this.
Yeah.
Do the worst of it first, and the rest of it will come together.
Even leaning back towards white now, so it's really
I was just about to grill you on the color.
Turning into a,
So back to the original white. Well, it's not like it doesn't suit the car.
Yeah, no, it's an original color, and then it's not a complete color change.
Well, we talked about this too. Like the whole thing needs paint, whether you paint it white, black, blue, whatever, right?
Yeah.
The whole thing, there's not a square inch of the original paint, either left or in good condition. Even under the hood and inside the doors.
Oh, so you're saying we should paint it blue then?
Well, you can paint whatever color you want. White suits the car and it's a lot easier. I mean, you were talking like candy fucking...
it's only, whatever, 5 gallons of clear. You saw the recipe from Buddy there.
Oh, I did, yeah. That's why I'm not enthusiastic. If you want to paint it like single stage fucking fleet blue, I'm all there. But I don't think that would look any better than white.
Taxi, paint the roof white and have taxi.
Did they offer these in black?
Oh, yeah.
They look good in black.
They're really, but they need a red interior.
Oh, yeah, right.
The interior is pretty wanky, so it limits your color choices.
I think you're right. The original white saves, and then you don't have to take any shit because you painted the original color.
Yeah, exactly.
But it makes me happy to see how good this side is then.
Yeah, this side.
Really, you got a little bit, but I wouldn't even fix that. I wonder how it escaped. Maybe this was, what did we say, the uphill side?
Yeah, the uphill
this
side.
This might have been the high side.
Maybe you carried a hefty passenger all the time.
That's right.
Or a heavy breather in the back.
That's right.
Right side,
maybe it was just where the heavy breather's at.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I do love the aircon on these though. That blows out of the roof. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
I can't wait to take it back and show Al when it's all done.
Oh man, he'll be.
Yeah. And it does make the Volkswagen effort seem a little easier, doesn't it?
Oh, the Volkswagen is just, if I get tired of working on that, I can come here and just
do little
enjoyable,
light mechanical stuff. Yeah, I'm excited for this.
A little bolt-on stuff.
Show us the welder thing.
Oh, it's on the other side here.
Yeah. I'll blur this out in the video.
Yeah, right.
And here's a look at Jim's other little light touch-up job. After the absolutely annihilated Continental is finished, we've got the absolutely annihilated Volkswagen. But it's nice to balance that with these super sweethearts here like this, right? I can't wait to drive my Chevy beside you in your sweet Mercury here.
Right?
That's going to be awesome. So what's the secret? You got to be clean?
I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I figure it doesn't really hurt.
What gauge? It is 18 or 20?
Yeah, this is 18.
18.
Yeah, so that's a real deal.
50 thou.
Yeah. first sheet. Oh, and I'll grab a little hammer here too, because you have to be flat. I don't think you
Oh,
can't get
you
away
can't. It's
with
gotta be
bullshit like
close.
that. Yeah.
So when you're using it on the car, you'll probably have vice grip on either side.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
and then hammer it flat.
So yeah, back yet again. To the other
Back
side.
again. He's off again, folks.
Yeah, I'll bring all.
I'm sorry I asked now. I could have. I would have not bothered you if I'd known it was a half-hour
I
marathon.
gotta get my steps in. So
Yeah, that's right. Gotta get your steps.
So, yeah.
There you go. Hams. Okay.
That's fairly flat. Let me really simulate it here. I'll just run it through here. A little step there on that guy.
Okay.
Simulating the outer.
Yeah.
And make sure I got all my stuff lined up here. Place it in the apparatus. And press down. Apply a bit of preload. And give her the old one of these. And so it says, okay, your duty cycle about 5 seconds on, then 10 seconds off.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll go to the next one here. It does get rather hot in operation,
A
yeah.
little hot. Oh, I love it, man. That's awesome. You know what else I'll use this for? Is my SM.
Look at that.
Man, that's the way
That's
to
what
make it
they
look
look
original.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
And super
Fantastic.
strong,
See the back.
just like it, right?
Son of a gun. Yeah.
And through 3, that's what got me.
Yeah.
I was like, no way, because
no.
I was just happy to do 2 of 18
Yeah,
gauge,
for
'cause
sure.
The little
No,
one
but
wouldn't
that's
do that.
legitimately how cars are put together.
Right?
And that's
Well,
really
especially
cool.
like the Rover, all that British stuff where it's all
Oh,
this
it's
stuff
pan
coming into
sandwiches,
these.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and on the Citroen, you've got sometimes 4 and 5, but it's 22 gauge.
Yeah, yeah,
So you
and
could
so-
actually hammer a Citroen together.
Yeah,
which is-
your only limitation is your tongs aren't overly long.
Right,
but,
right.
If you're edging, like the stuff you see, I think you're pretty.
And plus, no gas.
Yeah, quiet.
No wire, no noise,
Yeah.
no grinding. I mean,
Yeah.
the amount of effort that this is going to save. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going to
right.
go get one like ASAP because
Yeah.
I'm absolutely sold.
Yeah.
I did not even.
'Cause there's
I did not expect it to do.
Never
3.
been a plug weld that looks like that,
No,
right?
no, that is cool. That is the way to do it. I'm sold.
Another cost-saving measure, they say, and supposedly makes an average welder a great welder.
Oh, I need that.
This is those
Oh.
Pyrex tips and then a gas lens. So that thing,
Okay.
if you're
Yeah.
Any
How
of
is
your-
that different from what I've got
any
now?
of your fluid mechanics guys,
Yeah.
so that laminarizes your flow, so the
Right.
gas coming and it's all chaotic or whatever,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it goes through that mesh screen thing,
Okay.
and then it straightens it out, so then it comes sort of straight out and then hits and dissipates, so you can run less pressure on your thing.
Oh.
And then with the Pyrex lens, like
you can
you
see.
can see
You
the
can
arc.
See that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So when you're in weird spots, you can see
That's
what's
a great
going on.
idea.
So you're not
I've been
dunking
screwed
it.
over by that so many times.
Yeah, and that was $50 for the kit, and like. So,
Yeah, I got gas for mine. I'm going to start doing a lot more TIG.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, no. they're
And so what you
comfortable.
got? This one, the 63 as well.
Yeah, 60. There's 61 of Lindsay's.
Yeah,
Then my 66.
6. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the bus.
And
61.
then the bus and this one.
Yeah.
So we haven't quite cured you of Volkswagen sickness yet.
No, not yet.
No, I don't think there's any hope.
Right.
It'd be like asking
Even-
Al to not have any minis.
Even from driving 300 horse
Yeah.
to 36. It would have stark comparison. And the funny
That's
thing
great.
is, like, it's. I'm sure the mileage will be poor on that, but like not gonna
Yeah.
be 10 times as
10
poor.
times as poor. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because I think
That's
these
funny.
get like 36, and so if I get more than 3.6.
Well. So what's first? This guy
For
for plates.
yeah, this is kind of the.
This will be first,
Yeah.
and then
For that, this time will be.
realistically, though,
No.
no, there ain't no. Let's not build ourselves up to be disappointed here. This is here for another year. I would like to see this all in primer this time next year,
Yeah.
and then getting ready for paint. So go.
Oh yeah, I got these cool things here too.
What'd you get?
Well, Dean was going on about. Okay. These
Oh,
cool
bullshit.
things, the literature.
Where did you get these?
It's some sort of. Well, when I went to BC, this antique store. But There's your green,
Wow.
your red, white. It's like the promo car. Like they have a promo car of
There's a promo car of every
single
color.
one.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, right. But they got like
Oh,
an elegant
look at
little
that.
story with each one, and just
Oh,
beautiful.
the door open, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, and
yeah.
look
These
at
two I think are similar.
Neo-colonial estate there.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's a little more serious.
Yeah, yeah. That giant door behind it, large slab of wood.
The motor car that pays you a soft-spoken compliment.
Right?
That's awesome, yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I would say of all the cars that all of us are playing with on the channel, this is the one that people
Look at this.
are like,
An experience awaits you. The excitement of being conservative.
no, you can't say that anymore.
Yeah,
You could go to jail just for owning this car now.
right? And then what's the old greenie here? Unlimited luxury in a limited edition. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then
Oh,
these
the
are
old
cool.
Mercury.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll have to show us your Mercury motor update here.
Oh yeah. Once we get
That's wicked.
look at this sure-footed traction. Larger tires, wider tread, more rubber on the road.
That's what you need.
That guy's in shock and awe.
Yeah.
Not on those Bigfoot tracks, but actually the track of that Mercury
That's right.
sedan that had driven
There's a
past.
screw Bigfoot. Look at
Yeah.
the Mercury.
Holy fuck.
Oh, I love. Look at how they
Look at
made
his
the
shorts.
tire.
He looks like a real explorer, man. Well, what the hell? They got the whole bandstand in
Damn,
there.
it fits
yeah.
a tuba inside.
Yeah, right. This guy's got a crazy
Kick-
hat
kick
and
drums. Yeah.
drum man there.
Nice. And he's wearing the big tall drum major hat.
Yeah, right.
Nice. And then
And this one's a little more plainer, I guess. Yeah. Well, this was the announcement for the new one. So.
Nice.
Yeah. Give it the judgment of your experience. Yeah. Neat stuff.
Yeah, I've never seen these Continental ads.
Yeah, they're very cool. Neither time nor craftsmanship have been stinted to make as fine a motor car as America has yet known.
Nice.
Just oh man.
Just laying it on thick.
Mind you, I bet you the Lacar ads
Oh, the
are probably
Lacar
very
advertising is very
similar.
similar. Yeah. No,
right?
it's very much.
Yeah,
It's very much like that.
yeah.
And coming up this season on Jim's Mercury, the continuing saga of Jim's 41 Mercury, featuring this year more carburetors.
Yeah, how to slowly ruin a good stock.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna ruin this nice stock car with extra performance. Here, I'll hold the door.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, how cool is this?
Grungy stuff. I believe it's fairly old.
Sure.
You can tell from its
It looks like it was polished at one time.
Yeah. So I'll try and re-polish it.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
the carbs are the same as what's there.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Those are just Holly 94s, so suck more air in and
Yeah.
vast
And-
amounts of fuel. And then so then I've got to
But
do
when
the
you're just cruising around, is it going to hurt?
look cooler.
It'll definitely look cooler. I'm all for that.
I don't think it'll hurt anything.
Yeah, I'm curious.
You jet it
I
right,
suppose
it
that
should
neither
be,
of us really do a lot of effort checking our gas mileage anyway. So.
Yeah, right. So I've got to. The next big thing is because you have to do a wacky generator relocate.
Oh yeah,
so then
yeah.
This will go
Is that something you got to
probably
make?
on this side here. Those are.
So you're gonna put an
hoses
idler
in
here and run the.
So you get
the belt
another
on the top
generator and you
side.
cut it down so it's short, so it's just basically an idler, and then
Yeah.
the belt comes over and then down, and that's your.
Sweet.
Yeah, so it'll take a little bit of.
Yeah, and she's running good
fabricating.
otherwise though.
But I have to pull the tank and clean the dirt out of
right,
it.
because that's.
So, but of course, instead of doing that, I just bought that intake.
That's right.
Yeah, just double
It'll
down.
just go faster for less
so then
time.
I won't be stuck as far because I've used more fuel.
Yeah, that's right. Did you change the oil?
No.
Did you fix the door catch something?
Driver's side, nope.
No.
Clean fuel tank, nope. Lower rear, no. Dual exhaust, no. Wet sand polish, no. Clean interior, no. Turn signals, no.
No. All right. Well, it's warming up, buddy.
Yeah. But that's okay because I can always just drive it as is.
That's true.
It's not like the Continental where I'm kind of
the Continental.
in it now. There's not like, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just drive it for one more year and then I'll pay. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna put my hand here.
Good.
Not gonna show Jim's motorcycle until summertime when he brings it over.
Yeah, right.
But I bet if he started it up, somebody would guess. All right, Sunday afternoon. We got Jim and Jerry here from MyStarCollectorCar, and we're looking. Which one of you guys actually owns this car?
Well, we both do.
Oh, you both own it.
Yeah, it's
Great.
the twin thing.
That's right. So,
Haven't done any fist fights
this is actually not some cool green screen effect. I'm not that good.
Yeah.
So,
double exposure.
Well, let's have a look. Everybody who knows this channel knows that's a '63 Plymouth. Is it a Belvedere?
Yep.
Belvedere. Nice. I have to say, it's no '61.
They've got their own
Most
charm.
people would disagree.
What a difference 2 years made.
Isn't that something? So this is actually a B-body car,
Yep.
and one of the very first of what we consider the B-body today.
Yeah, that's right. I think the 62.
62 is kind of, isn't that funny? And that ran right up through the late 70s.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of the spiritual ancestor of your, what, Roadrunners and Cordobas and all that. Four-door Belvedere and dishes. Thank you, gentlemen. I know you probably put those on just to come here.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
I read the contract.
That's right. Oh, and look at that. That guy's a total idiot.
Yeah.
Wow, that is cool. And
Some people have asked, does he sell cars? I'm not sure.
yeah,
Go talk
not
to him.
anything you'd want. No. There we go. So, is this Menace? You have to stay there. Is this the same dash as 62?
Very close. Yeah.
Very similar, isn't it? Yeah.
And as you know, the 63 Dodges had the same dash too.
Menace is getting in. Sorry, she's just having none of it. It's a weird asymmetrical dash that they did, eh?
Yeah.
And what year did they come up with the park thing? Was that 62?
I think it was 62, yeah.
Yeah. The earlier push buttons don't actually have that. You have to push on the brake.
No.
So this is definitely an improvement.
Yeah.
And is that the actual miles?
Yep. Those are
58.
Yeah.
What old granny did you get this thing off? Was it an old man? Or was it an old lady?
The guy that owned it, but we actually got it from
You'd be good.
a mechanic
your car.
seizure.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's right.
We've gotten an
He had
impound.
put a lien on it or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never came back. So.
Wow. And you said that you painted it red because your family had a red one?
Yeah, my dad had one. We got it at home movies.
Oh,
got
that's
over the
cool,
dash.
yeah.
It's funny because he was with the Alberta Highway Patrol back then, and they used their own cars.
Oh, no
We
kidding.
were in lots of high-speed chases in a car just like this. Back in those
awesome.
days,
That was a different era.
it was a different era for sure.
You never really noticed how much of a peak is in the window of those.
Yeah.
It's quite a kink. It's quite strange.
Yep.
This was they were trying to tone down the 62s for sure. 62s are quite wild looking.
Acquired taste, but I sure like it.
Yeah, I never gave them the time of day, and now I kind of want a 62 Fury coupe. You guys changed this to a LA 318?
Yep.
Out of what?
Out of an 86 Chrysler 5th Avenue.
Okay.
That was a baby engine. It was,
Yeah.
and we wanted it for the for the engine more than anything.
Yeah.
This thing had the poly in it, but it was stuck.
Oh, the motor was gone, eh?
Yeah. And the mechanic that had it in his lot, he just said, don't bother. We pulled off all the air pump and the air conditioning and power steering. It
Looks right at home.
Yeah.
Of course, these were in B bodies for years, right?
Yeah, and everybody said, "Oh, it's an easy swap." Well, they're kind of right. The mounts are a little different.
Yeah,
We
you
had
right.
to swap them around.
Okay.
Yeah,
And he opted
And,
for the put on the added the
Right,
dual
double
master.
brake, yeah,
As well.
good idea. Yeah.
it's we're on point system distributor though.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
And
No
yeah,
problems.
hey, I mean, if you didn't know any better, right? Like, if you didn't know that these had polys originally, that looks fine.
Yeah,
Was that aircon before, or what?
yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Well, it was next to, actually it came out zero, by the time you sold
Well,
that.
I actually, yeah.
Yeah,
It was a net zero project.
yeah. The only really environmentally sound thing to do is fix up old ones.
Well, even
What a
what you
great
got
order.
today, that sewing machine and the TV.
Yeah, right? It's all going in landfill. Just insane. That's really cool. Are these 15s or 14s?
Those are 50. They were 14s, but I just like the look.
It's a better ride too.
It looks tougher. These cars were taxis and police
For
cars,
sure.
You know.
Well, another thing that's fun about this is this is daily, like a real daily. Summer, winter, like
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's a
Not
picture.
very many guys driving 60-year-old daily beats in the winter. That's pretty cool. That's to be commended for sure.
Well, we started on a record low in 2021. And my regular car had been plugging in, and this one fired right up. Drove it that day. And because it's not a show car, you can drive it anytime you want.
Oh yeah. Right, well I think I want to drive it right now. So let's go. Are the keys in? Okay, well the menace dog's in, so that's I guess all we need.
Yeah.
These things, when you want to stop them, you... There, and then that guy. And there we go. And that was a big improvement for these ones.
Yeah.
And there we are. Very easy. A lot of fun. Manual steering?
Yep.
Nice. Manual brakes?
Yep.
Here, we'll just go on a little tour through the subdivision just to get used to it. Not that there's much to get used to, right? I've been driving more or less this car for my whole life.
Yeah.
But nice. And only a single signal light on these, which is weird because I don't think they did that for very long. It's always thought of it as a Volkswagen thing, you know?
Yeah.
It does steer nicely. You can feel its low mileage because it comes right back to center. Really nice, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Does this kind of feel like the 61?
No, this feels like Dan's Super Bee, really. If it had a 440 and 3 carburetors, it would drive just like the Super Bee. Oh, peppy. Hey, you got it set up nice.
Yeah, it's...
I hate bad accelerator pumps, so that's good. When you step on it, it goes, puh.
I noticed
Like,
that.
I
You go
hate
right after that.
Yeah. Bad accelerator pumps ruin the experience. But it's not a car that needs a huge engine.
Not...
What do these weigh? 3,300, 3,500 pounds?
That's,
Somewhere in
it's
there.
pretty light. We'll find out when we're pushing it back here.
Yeah. We got enough gas, so we'll be good.
You've got
Yeah.
some interesting mix of car guys. They're pretty impressive, really.
Yeah, I've been... Well, and the common thing is that they're all, like, absolutely fucking broken in the head. Like, you know, like there's no guys that I hang around with who are just kind of into cars or who think they're into cars because they have a 5-year-old Subaru. Like, you have to be like, I've ruined my life for cars. and I mean, look at people like Dean, right? Like, he can't talk about anything else. Details Dave. I work on cars all day and then talk about cars all night with my friends. And then if I have any money, I buy cars. And if we go somewhere, all I do is talk about cars with whoever's there. Like, you have to be Steven too. Like Steven, he's got different taste in cars. That's another thing, is that none of us are really myopic, like, about cars. Like, you know, I mean, we give Steven a hard time for all the old weirdo Jap stuff he likes, but at the same time, he thinks about nothing but cars. He just thinks about different cars, but it's good enough, right? You know, and the other thing is that these are the same people I've been hanging around with for my whole life. Like, so it doesn't feel put together. And, you know, guys like Jim too, like, he's got the car sickness, and I didn't only met him maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, but within 5 minutes, I was like, oh, Jim's my butt, you know, like, you know, and I met Al too. Alex went to school with Jim. I never knew Alex till I met Jim. And he's like, oh, you should meet my buddy Alex. I'm like, right on, bring him over. And yeah, Alex and I get along great. And Alex is hyper obsessed with minis, right? But it doesn't matter because it's not really important what the car is. The common thread is the obsession, not necessarily the actual car. And Dan and Paul are obsessed with, like, police cars, mostly Chrysler, you know.
They got some cool cars.
Yeah, and those guys, for young guys, like, just broken in the head too, like nothing but cars. Like, sell cars, work on cars, just get up in the morning, work another 16-hour shift, selling cars, go home, work on cars. Like, that's all they do. And those people, at least we understand each other. So we don't seem like freaks to each other. And so when you only surround yourself with people who are as fucked up as you, I just really like to hang out with people who are passionate about something, or rather people who aren't passionate about anything, I just don't even understand them. Like, why are you even alive? Like, what's the point? You just get up and you just sit on this couch and watch TV and do what they tell you. Like, that's I just don't get those people, so I don't hang around with them. I've been driving that stupid truck for so long that everything feels like a limousine. The nice thing about these, like, it feels like a modern car. Like,
Yeah, that's my thought.
and that's you even notice that even with the 1960, the big Fury there, it feels like a C-body from the late 70s. And other than the drum brakes, they actually drive very close to the same. You can still use this. This is a completely usable in modern traffic car. Like, we're not, you drive this, you're not holding people up. You're not being, you're not a menace. Whereas the Fraser's kind of borderline. I drive it in city traffic, but that car, you're operating it at about 80% of what it's capable of just to keep up. Whereas this car, you're really just idling it around like you would a modern car.
Yeah.
Rollers. Well, they'll just think we're another cop in this thing. It drives better than the 70 Superbird I drove a couple years ago. Because that being a fully restored car that is sitting in a museum was not put together at all, right? Like, it wandered and it just didn't feel put together at all. And that was a 6-digit car, and this is a way nicer car to drive. These cars, this is their element, right? It's crappy Alberta winter back road, dirty. These things they would just put millions of miles in the hardest conditions on these cars. It's fun to look at the old footage of New York taxis in the 60s and stuff, and every second one of them is a 63 Belvedere. And, they're just getting the shit kicked out of them for 500,000 miles. Like, this car, this is what I don't understand about people. Like, if you buy one 63 Plymouth, you're good for life. Like, people keep buying new cars all the time and shit. Like, there's no way that any of us could drive enough to wear this car out. Like, where are you going to go? To the moon? You went to the moon and back a few times, it would probably need ball joints. And they're kind of forgotten. This generation, 62 to 64, they're kind of the forgotten B-body car. Yeah, this is perfect 63 Plymouth weather, I think. It's just, it's kind of crappy, kind of overcast, kind of back roadsy, just perfect. It's a great day for 63 Plymouth driving. It's almost the official car of Western Canada, really, these things, eh? Like, there was probably a time when, just so ubiquitous, just so everywhere. Now they're all gone. Everybody's cars suck. Nobody remembered to save any of them, eh? They just drove them, they're like, it's out of style, whatever.
There's people with 63s out for a Sunday drive today.
Yeah, it's all 63s today. There's 2 more. Man, I almost want to chase some bad guys or something, or maybe pick up some ladies and take them to the airport or something. Wasn't the highest mileage car ever, the highest mileage taxi was a Montreal cab, wasn't it?
Yep.
And it was a 63 Plymouth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you only got 900,000 more to go.
I'll get right on it.
Well, that was a treat. I think I've driven, like we were saying, I've driven so many of these times, but I've never actually driven a 63 Belvedere till today. So
really?
Thank you. Yeah, I had a 62, 61, 60, 59. I got a 58, which is a Savoy. But I've never driven a 63. So here we are. I seem to have managed it okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get too confused by the controls.
Well,
Wow,
space
what a
age
treat.
push buttons.
You want to trade it for a 72? Big block. Got to do some hoodlum action.
It's pretty good.
Crash into my own Packard. That'd be funny. Classic car wrecks today.
Beats the fiery Trans Am.
Classic, yeah. Even better. And I get to do some free body repairs. What a
For the
treat.
next episode.
Thanks so much, guys. What a cool car. 63 Belvedere, 4-door sedan, 318 AM. I mean, right? Let's go take some old ladies to the airport because this is so cool. Hey, what'd you think, Frank or Franks?
She was good.
He's like, nah, it's okay.
She did.
It's like, it's no Citroen. I just loved the asymmetrical dash, and that was a very Exner thing. And they were kind of exercising Exner in the 60s here, and then in 65, they're like, who? Right? They just completely banished all Exner from everything in 65.
Yeah, they didn't leave on good terms, did they?
No, well, I mean, he was the superstar for a few years, and then 60, 61, everybody's like, hey, hey, maybe we should kick Clarence out of the band and steal all his good ideas. And then starting, 62, well, then we got these ones, and apparently this was a miscommunication that somebody overheard at a party that GM was going to downsize all their cars. So Chrysler went, okay, we better do that too. And then it was like, psych, they were going to introduce a second line of cars. So, but this was brilliant because this mistake, 62.34, which cost Chrysler a lot of money, ended up being their most profitable platform for the next 10 years. But they just forgot to offer the full size at the same time. Well, they rushed the Dodge 880 into production because they realized they'd made a mistake offering only the smaller wheelbase. What are these, 118, I think, the wheelbase?
Yep.
And so they had made a serious strategical error. So they took last year's 62 Newport and put a Dodge grill on it. And they're like, it's the new Dodge 880. It's actually full size. And but they never did it for Plymouth. They never made a Plymouth version of the full-size car for 3 years. And even though the car was excellent, I think they were very highly rated in their day. People didn't care. It wasn't as big, right? So they didn't sell. I don't know how many of these they sold. Of course, they were coming off of the 61s, which were pretty hard to give away anyway. So I'm probably the only guy who has 2 61 Plymouths. Car that they only sold 4 of. And it's funny to think, how old is this car now? Almost 60 years old.
Yeah.
And when this car was new, 60-year-old car would have been 1903. So,
Oh, man.
right, you weren't driving a 1903 car around in 1963, but we can still drive a 63 car around today. So what have we really achieved? Like, new cars don't drive in traffic any better than this. You can just get in this. It's got heat. It's got steering wheel and radio, and, you're good, right? But a 60-year-old car in 1963 had a tiller, and a 1-cylinder engine under the seat and went 4 miles an hour. That's the next thing I got to buy. And here, when you park it here, it is like you got the newest car in town. Right? And you're like, look at this guy, what a clown. That guy's car is ancient, right? Look at this guy, the fins, ha ha, nobody's going to buy those. And I always love 4-doors, look at that thump, right? You don't spend all winter aligning your windows so that they close properly. That is cool.
True story.
Right on. Thanks, fellas.
Hey,
what
no
a treat.
That was great.
Thanks for
Oh, I had a blast.
funneling it down the road.
Yeah, it's a fun machine. A regular contributor.
Same old shit.